If you're already making money with Amazon FBA and you're wondering how to take things to the next level, then this video is for you. I've managed to scale my Amazon FBA business from making a few £100 a month to now consistently profiting over £30,000 every single month. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down the 5 most important things that I did to scale, from sourcing smarter to automating my entire backend. If you apply even just one of these tips, then I guarantee your Amazon FBA business is going to grow faster, run smoother, and make you a whole lot more profit. So let's get into it. So tip number 1 is you want to diversify your product lines. You want to have as many different products as possible because that just means there's less risk to you. Say you have your money across 100 different products, right? If 1 or 2 of those goes wrong, maybe the price tanks or it doesn't sell as quick as you hoped, it's just a bit of a minor inconvenience because you've still got those 98 other products that are selling well and getting you that profit. But if you spent the same amount of money on just 5 different products, and 1 or 2 of those goes wrong, you're now going to be at a massive loss, and there's going to be much less of a buffer for that profit because you're not going to have such a large range of products. The name of the game with arbitrage is to go wide and not deep. That was the #1 thing that I was taught when I first started arbitrage, and it still applies today. You want to have your money spread across as many different products as possible to just minimize that risk. Don't just restrict yourself to selling certain items or certain categories. Try and go as wide as possible, do as many different categories as possible. It can be good to niche down once you're kind of better at it and you can be a bit more confident in your purchases. But especially when you're first starting out, don't be afraid to just have the most random selection of products. I can always identify other arbitrage sellers on Amazon because I click on their inventory page and I can just see they sell pet food, they sell tech, they sell lipsticks. People that do arbitrage and successful Amazon arbitrage sellers always have just a real variety of different items. And when you're doing OA as well as RA, you don't want to just skip past certain items. You should just be checking everything. The most random products could be where you find the most amount of profit. Tip number 2 is you want to be buying from reliable sources. You don't want to be buying your products from Jack down the pub who's just found a lorry worth of free stock or something like that. You want to be buying from legitimate VAT-registered UK companies. Now, there are loads of big name stores like Argos, Tesco, Smiths. All these places are well worth looking at and are places that I buy from frequently. But if you can kind of expand that network to loads of different stores, you're going to have a lot more success. There'll be a link down in the video description where you can just enter in your email and I'll send you a list of 100 different retailers that you can get sourcing from. And I've vetted all of these myself. These are from my own supplier database, so you can trust in those and know that if you buy from those retailers, you're going to be getting legitimate stock, you're going to be getting VAT invoices, and you're not going to get scammed at the end of the day. And though I mainly do online arbitrage, if you're looking to scale even further, wholesale is another option. And this is something that I actually do teach in my mentorship program. It's something I have been dabbling in a little bit more lately. Usually good wholesalers are a lot harder to find than good OA retail sites. But if you can find reliable wholesalers, places like EPE International or Exertis, these are just a couple wholesalers that I've bought from previously and are maybe worth looking into if you're looking to get into that kind of thing. Though honestly, I don't buy too much from there. I just find that the margins with OA is just so much better. Tip number 3 is outsource, outsource, outsource. You want to be doing as little work as you possibly can yourself and saving those hours of your day for higher ROI activities like product sourcing. You don't want to be kind of checking manually that every single unit has arrived at the prep center. You don't want to be chasing up cases with Amazon seller support when they've lost a few of your items. And in some cases, maybe you don't even want to be doing the sourcing yourself. Maybe you want to completely outsource it and make this business as passive as you can, just like I have. When the workload is getting too much or you're finding yourself just spending too much time doing just really boring repetitive tasks, it's worth just hiring a VA. A VA is just a virtual assistant. It's usually someone based in a country like the Philippines. They just work online for your business, and because of their location, you're just able to pay them a lot less than you would be paying someone in the UK to do the same task. It's really affordable. Usually VA salaries around £300 to £400 per month, and as long as you've got the kind of capital to pay for that salary and the capital to make it worth, whatever they're doing, it's definitely well worth looking into. I hire all my VAs through Amazon Training Camp, and there'll be a QR code on screen now to get signed up with them. I definitely wouldn't recommend hiring random people off sites like onlinejobs.ph. You want to be hiring staff for your Amazon business through a reliable agency that's already trained the staff. Otherwise, you're going to end up someone that's either completely underqualified or they're working for multiple other sellers, or probably both. But before you even think about a VA, I would say you should outsource prep as your #1 priority. Prep is the process of just labeling up items and sending them off to Amazon. And though it can be fun at first, I mean, I remember it was great fun the first couple months when I started Amazon. It very quickly gets very slow, very boring, and it's just a bit of a waste of time when you could have been using those hours to actually find more profitable products. There are plenty of reliable prep centers out there. I personally use one called All Things Prep. And again, there'll be a QR code or something on screen now for their website. Well worth getting in contact with them if you don't want to be packing all those boxes and just receiving all those deliveries. I mean, even receiving the deliveries alone is something that I think a lot of people don't realize. Deliveries could be coming Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. And if you've got work or other obligations, missing those deliveries just starts to become a pain. And prep centers are so affordable, and most, including All Things Prep, charge about 50p per unit. So in terms of the actual impact on your bottom line, it's very minimal for the kind of this time that you save. Tip number 4 is you've got to keep consistent. Consistency is so key in this game. Every day when I wake up, the first thing I'm thinking about is Amazon. And every day when I go to sleep, I'm also thinking about Amazon. Honestly, pretty much 24/7 right now. I'm just thinking about Amazon, Amazon, Amazon. And I think if you want to have serious success in this game like I have, you've got to be the same. You've got to be absolutely obsessed with this. You always want to be reinvesting in your business, keeping every penny you can in the business, you know, especially at the start. Don't go buying expensive things. Don't go paying yourself some massive salary. It was Albert Einstein actually that once said that compound interest is the 8th wonder of the world. And I think this is an amazing quote because it's so true. If you invest all of your profits back into more stock, you're going to be able to grow really rapidly. Keep your spreadsheets updated, keep sourcing new stock, and just stay consistent. It's really that simple. Now, tip number 5 is you want to be networking with other Amazon FBA sellers. There are a huge amount of Amazon FBA sellers out there that are doing the exact same thing as you are, and frankly it would just be silly not to get talking to them, learn from them, see what they're up to, and just try and make some friends doing the same thing. There are lots of ways that you can do this. Have a look at my own social pages for start and just kind of see who I'm following and see who follows me. And you can also join groups like Live Cops. We actually have a whole free community now on Live Cops that you can join. QR code will be on screen now, as well as a link in the video description down below to join the free Live Cops community. And in there you'll be able to find loads of like-minded sellers to get talking to, and I think it could be really beneficial, especially when you're first starting out and you're a complete beginner, to just work with other sellers and kind of feed off each other, you know, give each other tips and keep each other accountable, you know, make sure you're all showing up every day and working on this business. As well as the free community in Live Cops, we also have a paid group as well. You can actually get free access to the paid group if you just follow a few steps in our free community. But in the paid group, we'll be doing regular calls. You'll get one-to-one advice from myself and other big sellers. And there are a huge amount of written guides and video guides in there, as well as loads of software and monitors and bots and stuff like that that you can use to grow your business. I would not be as big of a seller as I am today without the power of just networking with other people, getting signed up, you know, making like an Amazon specific Twitter account, an Amazon specific Instagram, and just networking with other sellers and feeding off everyone else. It's tactics just like this that has allowed me to get to the top of the game in the UK. And that's it. Those are my top 5 tips for scaling your Amazon FBA business in 2025. Now, whether you're just starting out or you're already scaling your business, with these tips, you'll be able to scale your business from your bedroom to making 6 figures in profits just like I have. Now, if you follow my advice, I'm sure that you will see rapid changes to your business. But if you want to learn more, make sure to check out the Live Cops official Discord server. We have a community of hundreds of other Amazon FBA sellers, and our members have access to one-to-one support from FBA experts just like me, regular live lectures, and a heap of other benefits to help scale your Amazon FBA business. Comment down below if you can think of any more tips that I've missed out from this video. And if you found this video helpful, make sure to drop a like and smash that subscribe button so that you don't miss out on any of the future videos we're coming out with. On the Live Cops channel, we're now going to be putting out about 8 videos every month of just source for you guys to get started with your business. And you can also check out my other channel, Felix Amazon Cat, for even more content about Amazon FBA.